We're about to start math, but you're probably thinking, Mrs. Powell, this does not look like math. Why are you so far away? And where's your paper? And what's going on? Well, let me tell you. Before we start math, we have some words and phrases that we need to learn first. And I thought I would use this chair and me as an example of these words and phrases. But you need to be able to see my whole chair. So I had to put you kind of far away. I'm talking loud, so I hope you can hear me. All right, let me tell you our first word. Our first word is next to. Hey, look, Mrs. Powell is standing next to the chair. Do you see how I'm standing next to the chair? Another way to say next to is beside. Hey, look, Mrs. Powell is standing besides the chair. You could say I'm next to the chair or I'm beside the chair. Here's another one, on top of. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit on top of my chair. Look, Mrs. Powell is sitting on top of the chair. What's another? Ooh, I got one. This is kind of fun. Ooh, I don't know if I can fit. I'm not very little. You could probably fit if you did it. Do you see me? I'm beneath the chair or under the chair. How about this? Where am I now? I'm behind the chair. Last one. Where am I now? I'm in front of the chair. Let's review. Let me get something else so I can hold it and show you the different places that it could be. Let me get my shape. Here's my big foam cube. And look, my foam cube is on top of the chair. Now it's under the chair or beneath the chair. Look, now it's beside the chair. Oh, here, it's next to the chair. On top of. Ooh, now I'm holding it behind the chair. Here, it's in front of the chair. And now it's under the chair. Okay, these are the things we're going to be using in math today, because just like I put this cube under my chair, there's going to be all kinds of shapes in the pictures, and we have to get our spy eyes on, get ready, because we have to spy where they are in the picture. Here we go. All right, so we're going to use all those phrases I was showing you with the chair and me being the example, and we're gonna use them to find the shapes in these pictures. Have you ever played I Spy? It kind of reminds me of I Spy, so I really like this math lesson. This one is the guided practice, and remember, they give us that little hint, but it's great practice for us to do together. It says to mark an X on the object next to the pencil that looks like a rectangle. Okay. So they've given us two hints. The first hint is that it's next to the pencil. So here's the pencil, and we know that it needs to be near the pencil. So I'm already noticing something that's pretty close to the pencil, but let's listen to the next part of the hint. It says that it looks like a rectangle. Does this book that's next to the pencil look like a rectangle? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. That looks like a rectangle, and it's next to the pencil. So we're gonna mark an X on it. Do you see how fun that is to spy the shapes? There's another one. I'll let you try. It says to find the square in front of the mug. Okay, well, here's the mug, and now I'm gonna look in front of it. Hey, did you see it too? There's the square. A square has all sides the same length, 4 sides. The square in front of the mug. So this is the type of problem that we're gonna be doing. Look at this one. This one has a boy playing in a sandbox. And get ready to hunt. It says, draw an X on the object in front of the sandcastle that looks like a cylinder. Do you see it? An X on an object in front of the sandcastle that looks like a cylinder. Okay, you start spying for it and let me show you. Remember, this is what a cylinder looks like. Do you see anything that looks like this in front of the sandcastle? Well, here's the sandcastle, and here's an object in front. Hey, does that look like a cylinder? Look, it has a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and it's round all the way around. It's smooth, no sharp edges. That is a cylinder in front of the sandcastle. Now we need to put an X on the object that looks like a sphere, and it's beside the boy named Jackson. Can you spy the sphere beside the boy named Jackson? I hope you're pointing to it. Are you pointing to it? Here's Jackson, and beside Jackson, here's a sphere. A sphere. A sphere is the one that looks like a ball. Now we need an object that looks like a rectangle. An object that looks like a rectangle. Do you see anything that looks like a rectangle in this picture? Do you see it? The sandbox is shaped like a rectangle. It's a big rectangle on top, or maybe you found one of the rectangles on the side. Nice work. Okay, now is the time to get out your paper and your crayons. But remember, if you don't have crayons or markers or colors, that's okay. You can just use a pencil or a pen to draw the picture with us. Now, in the book, on the last page, they have this awesome tree picture, but you don't have this book with you at home, which actually makes our lesson kind of special because we get to draw the tree picture together. So, the first thing we need to do is draw the trunk of the tree. So I'm going to use brown, but you can use whatever you'd like. And I'm going to draw a straight line down to be the trunk of the tree. It looks like a big long L. You go ahead and do that right after me. Now watch my line and you get to do another. I'm going to draw another straight line to match. This is the tree trunk. Okay, so you should have two lines on your paper to match mine. Now I'm going to get out my green for the top of the tree. And it kind of looks like a big cloud in this picture. I don't know if you noticed, but it looks like a big green cloud. So I'm going to take my crayon, and it's like I make it a cloud. And to make a cloud, it's like you're connecting a bunch of backwards C's. Do you see how I'm connecting? Or you could even think of them as little rainbows to make a puffy tree top. Go ahead and try and draw the tree on your paper. Now, my tree top is done, but I like to add in some leaves to add a little bit of detail. If you want to leave yours plain, you can, but I just like the detail of the leaves. I'm also going to add in some branches inside my tree. To do a branch, you start at the trunk and you draw a curved line up and another one right next door to match. And maybe I'll put a branch going this way with another one next door to match. Remember, your tree doesn't need to look just like mine. We're just trying our best. It just needs to be a tree. Okay, so now my tree is done. The other thing I noticed in this picture is a big fence. I'm going to draw a black fence in my picture, but you could choose any color you'd like. Now, to do the fence, we can draw a lot of short lines in a row.
So I'm going to start on this side of my paper, and I'm going to draw lines that are about the size of 2 fingers. A line, and then a finger space, just like I'm doing writing, and a line, and a finger space, and a line. And I'm going to do them all the way across my paper. Now these are the fence posts. Take your time to draw your fence. Remember, if you need to pause, you can. Okay, now I'm going to draw the piece of the fence that goes down the middle to hold the fence together. So I'm going to take my crayon and I'm going to draw a big, long line. This one's near the top. And I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. Another big, long line. Now we have a tree and a fence. Now you can use this picture to do the challenge part of your video, to do the part of the video that I want you to post on Flipgrid. The first thing it asks us to do in our problem is to draw an object that looks like a sphere above the tree. Can you point to above? I hope you're pointing above the tree. It's somewhere in the sky above the tree. Now, they want the object to look like a sphere. Remember, the sphere is like the circle. Can you think of something that would be above the tree that would go in the sky? That's a circle? Maybe this color will give you a hint. Are you thinking of a sun just like me? I'm thinking of a sun too. Let's draw a sphere, a yellow sphere above the tree to be the sun. There's my sphere above the tree. Now they say to put something rectangle in front of the tree. Now, here's behind the tree, here's in front of the tree. We could put a rectangle wagon. We could put rectangle blocks. We could put a rectangle picnic blanket. You could think of anything you want that's a rectangle shape to put in front of the tree. I'm going to put a rectangle wagon, but you may choose to do something different if you'd like. To make my wagon, I'm going to start with the rectangle. Remember, the rectangle has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 4 corners. 2 of the sides are long and 2 of the sides are short. Hey, look, I have a rectangle in front of my tree, but I thought it would be more fun to turn it into a wagon. So a wagon has wheels. What shape are wheels? Wheels are circles. You're right. Okay, I better put some wheels on my wagon. Some circle wheels. A wagon has something on it to pull. Do you know what that's called? It's called a handle. The wagon has a little pull handle on it. So I'm going to draw a straight line down, diagonal, with a little handle, which is a little baby rectangle, to pull it. Now I have a sphere behind my tree and a rectangle in front of my tree. Your job is to draw something next to the rectangle. What could you draw next to the rectangle that's shaped like a square? You could think of anything you want. It could be a block. It could be a pillow. It could be a Rubik's Cube. A lot of you did that on your last Flipgrid. It could be a tissue box. Something that's shaped like a square next to the rectangle. Okay? And then in your Flipgrid, you're gonna hold this up and you get to show me your awesome drawing. Thanks for doing a shape drawing with me.